Once upon a time, in the quiet town of Ravenswood, nestled deep within the shadows of ancient woods, a mysterious child named Caleb emerged into the world. With his ethereal blue eyes and an unsettling calmness about him, Caleb was unlike any other child in the town. From a young age, whispers circulated through the town about Caleb's unusual ability to communicate with the spirits that lingered between the realms of the living and the dead. It was said that he could hear their voices, feel their presence, and even see the specters that roamed the darkened corners of Ravenswood. As Caleb grew older, his connection with the spirit world deepened, and the townsfolk began to regard him with a mixture of awe and fear. Parents warned their children to stay away from him, and the local church condemned his abilities as unholy. Yet, Caleb remained undeterred, compelled by an otherworldly calling that only he could comprehend. One fateful evening, a thick fog descended upon Ravenswood, casting an eerie blanket over the town. The air was heavy with an unsettling stillness, as Caleb, now a teenager, felt a pull towards the abandoned mansion on the outskirts of town, an ancient structure rumored to be haunted by the restless spirits of a bygone era. Against the ominous warnings of the townsfolk, Caleb entered the decaying mansion. The air inside was thick with the scent of mildew, and the creaking floorboards beneath his feet seemed to echo the mournful cries of the departed. Undeterred, Caleb pressed on, guided by an unseen force that led him deeper into the heart of the mansion. As he reached the dilapidated ballroom, the temperature plummeted, and an otherworldly glow illuminated the room. Caleb could sense the presence of spirits surrounding him, their whispered voices echoing through the vast emptiness. The spirits, trapped between dimensions, reached out to Caleb, yearning for a connection to the world they had left behind. In the midst of the spectral chorus, one voice stood out, a voice filled with anguish and longing. It was the spirit of a young girl named Eliza, who had perished in a tragic accident centuries ago. Drawn to Caleb's unique gift, Eliza pleaded for his help in finding peace and release from the shackles of the afterlife. With a heavy heart, Caleb agreed to aid Eliza in her quest for tranquility. The town of Ravenswood soon found itself at the mercy of supernatural occurrences, whispers in the wind, ghostly apparitions, and unexplained phenomena. The once skeptical townsfolk now faced the unsettling reality that Caleb's abilities were genuine, and the spirits he communicated with were determined to make their presence known. As Caleb delved deeper into the mysteries of Ravenswood, he unraveled a dark secret that bound the spirits to the town. A centuries-old curse that demanded a sacrifice to break its malevolent hold. Now faced with a choice between the safety of the town and the salvation of the tormented spirits, Caleb found himself at a crossroads that would determine the fate of Ravenswood and its spectral inhabitants. In the chilling climax that ensued, Caleb confronted the malevolent force behind the curse, battling the supernatural forces that sought to consume the town. The ancient mansion, once a symbol of dread, became the battleground between the living and the dead. As the final echoes of the confrontation subsided, the fog that shrouded Ravenswood lifted, revealing a town forever changed. Caleb, exhausted but triumphant, had bridged the gap between the realms, freeing the spirits that had haunted Ravenswood for centuries. The townsfolk, no longer bound by fear, began to accept Caleb as a guardian between the worlds, a whisperer of the shadows. Yet as peace returned to Ravenswood, Caleb continued to hear the whispers of the spirits, a constant reminder of the thin veil that separated the living from the dead. The mysterious child who could communicate with the spirit world had fulfilled his destiny, forever etching his name into the haunted history of Ravenswood.